Grinch Stole Christmas by Dr. Seuss. Every Who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot. But the Grinch, who lived just north of Whoville, did not.
The Grinch hated Christmas, the whole Christmas season. No, please don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason.
It could be his head wasn't screwed on just right. It could be, perhaps, that his shoes were too tight. But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small.
Whatever the reason, his heart or his shoes, he stood there on Christmas Eve, hating the Whos.
For he knew every Who down in Whoville beneath was busy now hanging a mistletoe wreath.
And now they're hanging the stockings, he snarled with a sneer. Tomorrow is Christmas, it's practically here.
Then growled, with his Grinchy fingers nervously drumming, I must find a way to stop Christmas from coming. Alright.
For tomorrow he knew all the Who girls and boys would wake bright and early, they'd rush for their toys.
And then, oh, the noise! Oh, the noise, 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 noise! That's one thing he hated. The noise, noise, noise.
Then the Whos, young and old, would sit down to a feast. And they'd feast and they'd feast. And they'd feast, 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 feast.
And then, they would do something he liked the least of all. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, would stand close together with Christmas bells ringing. They'd stand hand in hand and the Whos would start singing. And they sing, and they sing, and they sing, sing, sing. And the more the Grinch thought of this Who Christmas sing, the more the Grinch thought, I must stop this whole thing.
Then he got an idea, an awful idea. The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea.
I know just what to do, the Grinch laughed in his throat as he made a quick Santa Claus hat and coat. And he chuckled and clucked. What a great Grinchy trick, ha ha ha. With this coat and this hat, I look just like Saint Nick.
All I need is a reindeer, the Grinch looked around. But since reindeer are scarce, there was none to be found.
So he called his dog Max, and he took some red thread and he tied a bighorn on the top of his head.
Then the Grinch said, "Giddy up!" And the sleigh started down towards the homes where the Whos lay snoozing their town.
All their windows were dark, quiet snow filled the air. All the Whos were all dreaming, sweet dreams without care.
Then he slid down the chimney, a rather tight pinch, but if Santa could do it, then so could the Grinch.
Then he slithered and slunk with a smile most unpleasant. All around the whole room he took every present.
Hop guns and bicycles, roller skates, drums, checkerboards, checkerboards, tricycles, popcorn, and plums.
Then he slunk to the icebox, he took the Who's feast, he took the Who pudding, he took the roast beast. He cleaned out the icebox as quick as a flash, while the Grinch even took the last can of Who hash.
Then he stuffed all the food up the chimney with glee. And now, grinned the Grinch, I will stuff up the tree.
And the Grinch grabbed the tree, and he started to shove, when he heard a small sound like the coo of a dove.
He turned around fast and he saw a small Who. Little Cindy Lou Who was not more than 2. She stared at the Grinch and said, Santa Claus, why? Why are you taking a Christmas tree? Why? Why, my sweet little tot, the fake Santa Claus lied. There's a light on this tree that won't light on one side. So I'm taking it home to my workshop, my dear. I'll fix it up there, then I'll bring it back here.
And his feel fooled the child, then he patted her head, and he got her a drink and sent her to bed. And when Cindy Lou Who went to bed with her cup, he went to the chimney and stuffed the tree up. Then the last thing they took was a log for the fire. Then he went up the chimney himself, the old lie.
It was 15:15 dawn. All the Who's still abed, all the Who's still a snooze. When he packed up his sled,
3,000 feet up the side of Mount Crumpet, he rode with the load to the tip-top to dump it. Pooh-pooh to the Whos, he was grinchiously humming.
they're finding out now that no Christmas is coming. They're just waking up. I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open a minute or two. Then the Who's down in Whoville we'll all cry boo-hoo.
That's a noise, grinned the Grinch, that I simply must hear. So he paused, and the Grinch put his hand to his ear. And he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started in a low, then it started to grow.
But the sound wasn't sad. Why, this sound sounded merry. It couldn't be so. But it was merry, very.
He stared down at Whoville. The Grinch popped his eyes, and then he shook. What he saw was a shocking surprise.
Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any present at all.
He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came. Somehow or other, it came just the same.
And the Grinch, with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow,
Stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so?
It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags.
Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more.
And what happened then? Well, in Whoville they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day.
And the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with the load through the bright morning light.
And he brought back the toys and the food for the feast. And he, himself, the Grinch, carved the roast beast.